The freedom of choice. Is it a blessing or is it a test and trial? Freedom of choice that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon mankind, upon human beings. It is a blessing in itself, but also it comes with a responsibility. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Holy Quran, وَأَسْبَغَ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعَمَهُ ظَاهِرَةً وَبَاطِنَةً, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us so many blessings that are apparent and some that are actually hidden, that we don't even pay attention to. And amongst them is the blessing of the freedom of choice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Holy Quran in Surah Al-Balad, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given every human being the freedom of choice to choose between right and wrong, to choose the path that they're going to. And choices are not only limited into physical or tangible matters. You can make a choice in terms of choosing your people who surround you, your friends. You can make a choice in terms of your opinions as well as your convictions. You can choose to how to react. That's also a choice. And in order to make the choices that will be fruitful for you and avoid the choices that are basically going to bring unpleasant consequences for you, that requires from you strength and patience. Take for an example, the people of Gaza. They have made the choice to stick and to remain on their land that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted them. So that kind of a choice, despite the ongoing onslaught and massacres, it requires strength. So this kind of a choice requires, subhanallah, a great level of choice. It also requires from us, in certain circumstances, wisdom and patience to make the right choices in the way that you react into certain, subhanallah, in certain situations. For instance, if you are hit with or afflicted with a calamity or a test or a trial, the moment you hear that unpleasant or that unwanted or bad news, as they say, it is your choice to respond either with strength and containing that anger and negativity, or to let it go. The choice is yours to respond in the way that you choose yourself to basically to respond. I'll conclude with the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, فَمَنْ رَضِيَ فَلَهُ الرِّضَى وَمَنْ سَخِطَ فَلَهُ السُّخْطُ. So in other words, you bear the consequences of your choice. If you make the good choices, then you'll reap the fruits, and if you make not so good choices, you have to be responsible enough to bear the consequences. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us all the ability to appreciate the ni'mah and the blessing of this freedom of choice and to make the right choices in our life.